you've heard of sea cucumbers before, you probably think they all look pretty similar to each other. What if I told you there was one order of sea cucumbers that looked completely different from the rest of them? Today, we'll be going over Elasipodida, the weirdest sea cucumbers. The peculiar Elasipodida is an order of sea cucumbers defined by interesting, highly derived traits, such as having many different appendages, like fins or sails. They are mostly found inhabiting the deep sea, ranging into the benthic zone with a few exceptions. One of these sea cucumbers is ELPIDIIDAE. Their most defining traits are that they're usually translucent and walk on the ocean floor with their modified podia, which are homologous to legs. More commonly known as sea pigs, notably scotoplans, these strange creatures include such oddities as Amperima, which has a massive appendage on its front half. The most well-known of the Elpidiidians are the scotoplans, defined by their feeding, which involves sifting through sediment for organic material. These members of the groups are the ones most commonly known as sea pigs, with 3 species belonging to the genus Scotoplanes glabota, Scotoplanes mutabilis, and Scotoplanes angelicus. And then there's Elpidia, which were characterized by their rod-shaped spicules forming 2 pairs of arms, and their high degree of endemism. Many are unique to a specific geographic location, and the great diversity of the group means there are way too many species for me to list here. There are 13 genera within Elpidiidae, but for the sake of my sanity, I'm only highlighting 3. Pelagothuriidae are the most unusual of the Elasipodidans, in my opinion, eschewing the typical lumpy turd body plan of other sea cucumbers for something much more radical and innovative. These benthopelagic creatures can swim for a short period of time near the bottom of the ocean, including the only pelagic echinoderm known to date. There are 2 genera within Pelagothuriidae. There is Enypniastes, which is more commonly known as the headless chicken monster due to its surreal appearance that brings to mind a fresh roasted chicken slathered in barbecue sauce. It is sometimes also known as the Spanish dancer or just the swimming sea cucumber. To adapt to open water, Enypniastes has evolved web structures on them that enable them to rise from the surface of the seafloor. Their adventures may take them on a journey up to 1,000 meters into the water column. This unprecedented level of mobility for a sea cucumber allows them to avoid predators and move to new feeding grounds. In fact, they only touch down on the sea floor to feed on the nutrient-rich benthic sediment. Another unusual member of this remarkable group is the genus Pelagothuria, notable for being the only permanently benthic echinoderm. It too has a profoundly odd body plan. The massive umbrella-like swimming structure, supported by a ring of oral tentacles, gives its body the typical semicircular shroud associated with jellyfish. This bizarre, dorsally located mouth is surrounded by several small feeding appendages, driven towards food by a mode of locomotion that seems more like barely controlled drifting than actual swimming. There are many lesser-known sea cucumbers that have yet to be thoroughly studied. LAETMOGONIDAE is one such family of sea cucumbers, recognizable for their characteristic spines that protrude from their bodies in all directions. Information on these animals is difficult to come by, but 2 genera are at least worthy of mention. LAETMOGON's grandest achievement in life is being the first among its family to be discovered. Being the namesake of a family of sea cucumbers may not seem like a great accomplishment, but it is more than most of us will achieve in our lifetimes. Panikia, on the other hand, glows through the wondrous process of bioluminescence. I'd like to know more about it, but for now, we're all left in the dark. Of all the questions the universe imposes, the most troublesome is, why must there be so many amazing deep-sea creatures that never get the attention they deserve? Another cool but cryptic collection of creatures. Most members of PSYCHROPOTIDAE have a long, fleshy appendage coming off their back. Others evoke a Cambrian visage, with long, wispy dorsal spines. Some notable genera are Benthopelagic and PSYCHROPOTIDAE, which uses its sail-like appendage to swim during its larval stage. Later in life, this structure is believed to become vestigial for the adult animal. However, research is ongoing as to whether or not it does retain some function. Oh, and also Psychiotrephes is here. The last, and most mysterious in this menagerie of derived sea cucumbers, are perhaps the most primeval in appearance, yet little is to be found on their diet, behavior, or lifestyle. With bodies that look more at home in the ancient seabeds of the Burgess Shale rather than the oceans of the present, if nothing else, they serve as a striking reminder of the diversity and adaptability of the humble sea cucumber. Perhaps, one day, more light will be shed on these animals and help us understand their place in the ecology and in the biological heritage of sea cucumbers. This has been Dr. Spooky. Thanks for watching.